ASTRA Knights of Veda is a thrilling role-playing game that draws the player into its dark and mysterious world. From the very beginning of the game, you're immersed in intense battles on the battlefield, feeling the tension and danger that lurks everywhere. The opening picture of the zombie-infested battlefield clearly shows you the atmosphere of this world and challenges your survival skills. One of the most appealing aspects of the game is its intense story. You get into the role of a bookkeeper whose resurrection puts him on a mission to help the goddess Veda find the missing pieces of her heart. This sends you on an exciting adventure filled with unraveling mysteries and revealing terrible truths about the world you find yourself in. The game offers an exciting dive into a dark and mysterious world filled with secrets and dangers. The plot of the game develops complexly and intriguingly, forcing the player to constantly strive to uncover new secrets and learn more about the game world and its characters. The game world of ASTRA Knights of Veda is imbued with a dark fantasy mood, presenting the player with grotesque enemies and scenery reminiscent of apocalypse landscapes. This ominous backdrop pairs perfectly with the intense combat, in which you'll face a variety of enemies and use strategies to overcome them. ASTRA Knights of Veda pays great attention to the details of the environment and the atmosphere of the game world. Each location, character, and event in the game is crafted with loving attention to detail, creating an exciting and realistic world for the player to explore. The game's combat system offers a unique blend of arcade elements and group control, which adds depth and variety to the battles. You'll control a team of 4 characters, each with their own unique skills and abilities. This allows you to experiment with different tactics and strategies to find the best way to defeat your enemies. Players will have to actively utilize the character's unique abilities and skills to overcome a variety of enemies and win battles. The game's graphics and sound design create a stunning atmosphere and immerse the player even deeper into its world. From the environmental details to the sound effects in battles, every aspect of the game's visual and sound design is done with the highest quality. The game's development and progression system offers many opportunities to customize characters and create a variety of play strategies. This allows players to approach the game in their own way and enjoy a variety of gameplay. However, aside from the gripping story and exciting battles, ASTRA Knights of Veda has some drawbacks. One of them is the excessive grind required to develop characters and gather resources. This can lead to a sense of monotony and fatigue for some players, especially in the later stages of the game. Knights of Veda is an RPG where the level pumping system is reminiscent of an MMO, especially in that the level difference between you and your enemies makes a serious difference in battles. When you find yourself at a level that's significantly lower, your attack does less damage and enemies, on the other hand, take more of your health. This becomes a noticeable problem during battles, especially with stronger enemies. One of the main aspects of progression in the game is grinding materials to improve characters. This is a typical mechanic for free-to-play RPGs and gacha games, but Knights of Veda lacks systems that facilitate this process. For example, while there is an auto battle option, it proves ineffective in later stages of the game due to the AI's inability to avoid environmental hazards. Technical issues, such as lack of optimization and bugs, also hinder immersion in the game. Controller support is not fully realized, which leads to inconvenience when playing on PC. Characters in the main city can sometimes display incomplete menus before the game hangs, and overlapping text and random Korean freshsies and service messages give the impression that the game is unfinished. Despite the technical shortcomings, Knights of Veda offers engaging combat and a mysterious plot that may appeal to fans of anime fantasy RPGs. The initial rewards for newcomers are incentivizing enough to try the game as a free experience, but full immersion into the world requires patience and a willingness to be somewhat uncomfortable. Overall, the game is a dark take on anime fantasy RPGs, and if you're interested in that aspect, Knights of Veda might be an interesting choice.